The Improvised Generation is excited to welcome you to our live stream show. Whether we are online or performing at a theater in Los Angeles, we acknowledge we are on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. We invite you to investigate the land you inhabit and recognize the often ignored history of this land and this country. Please visit www.whos.land/en to learn more.
Greetings and welcome to the Improvised Generation. To get our completely improvised show started, we need a suggestion from you, which you can type into the chat. The suggestion we're asking for today is a reason to travel, whether this is a reason within the Star Trek world or a everyday 21st century reason. We would like to hear your suggestions. Just type them in. And while you do that, let me tell you who we are. If you are returning to our show, welcome back. If you are here for the first time, welcome. The Improvised Generation has been running for 5 years, performing live, fully improvised episodes in the style of Star Trek: The Next Generation in Los Angeles, California. We're happy to be here on Twitch now since the world has changed in the past few months. You can check out all of our old episodes on our YouTube page by typing the Improvised Generation into YouTube. And if you want to see the episodes here for the Improvised Generation on screen that you've missed, you can subscribe to Outpost 13, which is the channel that you're at right now, for just $5 a month. And you can see not only all of the replays of our shows, but all of the replays of all the shows on this channel. We're very happy to be here with Outpost 13. Also, if you are fond of us and our show is bringing you joy and uplift and entertainment, we welcome you to make a donation of any small or large size to help us fund the upfront costs that it took to get this show running. Believe it or not, even though it is a Twitch streaming show, it absolutely had upfront costs. You can do that by typing exclamation TIG donate into the chat for the PayPal link to come up, or you can go to our website, improvisedgeneration.com, to find our PayPal link there. FYI, it will say that you're sending PayPal money to me. My name is Sarah Mountjoy Pepka. That's okay. I promise you it is going straight into the Improvised Generation. I think we are ready to begin, or at least I hope we are. So I'm going to listen to our technical improviser right now to see if we have a suggestion. Our reason for travel is winning a promotional contest to be a favorite celebrity, winning a promotional contest to meet a favorite celebrity. Here we go. As you are about to discover, this will be a completely and utterly improvised episode in the style of Star Trek. Let's go check out the McGinley.
Commander, we're dropping out of warp, and we are entering the orbit of Adonis 4.
Excellent work, Ensign. My goodness, isn't it gorgeous? Adonis 4. One of the most green M-class planets we've ever encountered.
I'm sorry, sir, but to me it just looks like another planet.
Well, I'm sure, Ensign, once you've spent a little more time in this quadrant, you'll realize that the beauty of a planet is to be appreciated from space. No longer just tiny little spinning orbs, but thriving, living parts of the universe.
I'm sorry, Commander, I just don't follow you. To me, all I see is a collection of minerals that have been compressed together to form some sort of a mass that life inhabits.
Yes. Ensign, did you read any of the poetry that I gave you?
No, sir.
Yes.
No.
It's part of what makes being human so important is understanding, well, continue to read the poetry, and I think you'll discover it for yourself.
Is that an order, sir?
Yes, it's in order.
Yes, sir. I'll read the poetry.
Maintain orbit.
Aye, Commander.
Commander, I'm receiving a strange subspace transmission from Adonis 4, Commander. It's unlike anything I've seen before. I'm trying to pipe it through a universal translator subspace transmix.
Are you able to get a signal, or are you able to intensify the signal so we can boost it?
Yes, I think I can, Commander. It's coming through now. It's for Ensign O'Reilly.
Me?
Yes, it's roughly translated to Robert O'Reilly, you've won. You have won.
Are you aware of this?
I can't say that I am, Commander. This is rather puzzling.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship McGinley. Its continuing mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Starring Paul Hungerford as Commander Jack Denton.
Sarah Mountjoy Pepka as Lieutenant Janie Boots.
Matt Pittner as Lieutenant Frost Klin.
Hector Navarro as Lieutenant Turg.
100. Lisette Jean-Marie as Ensign Hermia Crispin.
Arlo Sanders as Ensign Robert O'Reilly. So according to this, it says that I've won some sort of a sweepstakes, a chance to win the opportunity to meet a famous playwright right here on Adonis 4.
Do you remember entering such a sweepstake?
No, I cannot say that I have any sort of a recollection of it. It's quite puzzling. I've never entered a sweepstakes ever in my life. I don't believe in them.
You don't believe in sweepstakes?
Well, it's sort of a personal issue with me, Lieutenant. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in winning. I don't believe in those sorts of things. I would never enter something like this.
I must ask, I am so very confused. Ensign O'Reilly, what is a sweet skate?
Sweepstakes. Lieutenant Herg. It's where a number of people enter in order to win one thing. Many people can enter, but there can only be one winner.
Oh.
Well, you certainly have won big. It says she is the biggest playwright on all of Adonis 4. The biggest and the best. There are probably a lot of Adonai who would want to be in your shoes.
I suppose so.
Sounds to me like we have a mystery on our hands. Ensign, I want you to put together an away team. Go and find out exactly what you've won.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, O'Reilly. You might want to read some of her writing as well.
Hope she hasn't written any poetry.
Ensign O'Reilly, I don't want you to think that my ego is getting involved here, because it's not. But I'm just wondering why you don't think it's important that I go down to the planet with you.
Well, I suppose, please don't take any offense to this.
I won't. I'm open. I don't take offense to things. I don't lose my temper. I think, there's a misnomer around the ship that I lose my temper sometimes, and I don't. I don't get upset about this. I'm the head of security. Why would I get upset about not going on an away mission that seems like there would be lots of security that would be needed?
It's just that, well, I don't want to draw any attention to ourselves unnecessarily, and I'm afraid that some of your tactics are rather brutish.
Okay. I said I wouldn't get upset. I'm not going to get upset. I'll just stay here on the ship, and we need security on the ship still. And perhaps some of my methodology might be needed on the ship, even though it won't be needed down the planet. And I just
You know what?
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm your superior officer, and it wouldn't be right. I'll stay here on the ship. I just want you to know that. I just want you to take care of yourself, Ensign.
Thank you.
Over the last couple of months, getting to know you more, I've grown fond of our relationship, and I want you to take my Bajoran Derringer with you down to the planet. It will keep you safe, and it's always brought me luck, and it was my dad's, and I think you could use it.
Bajoran Derringer. O'Reilly. You must be very special. He's never even let me held it.
Yes,
Ready to transport.
Thank you.
All right. Energizing.
You are the winner.
Yes. Yes, that is correct. I am Ensign Robert O'Reilly.
I am playwright Shinar Jez. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. I am Security Officer Hempfer. I will scan you for any weapons before you are able to get anywhere near greatest playwright ever created, ever.
Well, certainly.
We brought no weapons. This is even more peaceful than a diplomatic mission. This is simply following a sweepstakes winning.
Yes,
I apologize. My security is very aggressive. I am a treasure here on this planet. Some say, have brought rest to much civil unbalance
Yes.
through my work.
Yes, yes, before her plays, we fought constantly, disagreed with each other. We argued over politics and other important parts of society. But once her plays were written, Adonis became an Eden, if you will, to use your language.
Well, you're mixing mythology now.
Yes, that is her beauty of her playwriting. She mixes mythology from many, many places.
My talents are being exaggerated, as always. But you, Ensign O'Reilly, I am very pleased to meet you.
and I am pleased to meet you as well.
Did you long hear of me? Is that why you entered the sweepstakes?
As a Starfleet officer, I am not permitted to tell a lie. And so, with complete honesty, I should let you know this. I was never entered into such a sweepstakes.
Perhaps we should take you to your quarters and have you settle in. This way.
I didn't mean to overstep any boundaries, Lieutenant Klin. Really, I am just very appreciative that you would agree to meet me after our shift here at 10 Forward, and really before the rush of the of the entire crew comes in. I could not help but notice that well, when you passed me in the hall earlier, when you were leaving the transporter room, that felt as though you had something on your mind, and well, did you?
Herg, you ever feel left out sometimes?
If I'm being honest, yes. Most times I feel left out, yes.
Oh. You do? Like of what?
Oh, away missions, special assignments, security detail, any sort of social gathering, anytime any member of the senior staff puts on some sort of musical performance, I'm usually left out of the invitation, that sort of thing. But, you know, it's part of the job. I understand that I am new. Is this a new feeling for you, Lieutenant Klin?
Well, hearing you talk just now, I guess I feel a little silly, Herg, that you feel left out so much. If I'm being honest, yeah, I guess this is the first time for me in a while. You know, being head of security, I'm usually involved in most things that happen on this ship. And I wanted to go down to the planet. I thought I would be needed. And when O'Reilly put together his team, he didn't think that security was needed. So I guess I feel a little left out.
Don't. Well, that is to say, you shouldn't feel silly for feeling that way. When I received that subspace message earlier on the bridge, I know there was nothing technically sinister about it, yet I could not escape a feeling of something not being right. And one of my first instincts that jumped out at me was, I sure hope that Lieutenant Frost Klin is on the case when they send an away team down to the planet. So I'm frankly surprised that you were not on that team as well.
Herg, You never cease to amaze me. See, here I am feeling sorry for myself and not even doing my job as a security officer. And here you come in, concerned as a friend, and you're right. You and I should look into this. Why sit here and feel sorry for myself? Why feel left out? Both of us, we got each other. How about we just do a little background check for fun?
So you're saying that we should take on an assignment together and look into this?
Yeah, I think if we stay busy, we're not going to feel left out. And I don't know, Herg. It seems like you have a lot of experience with this, and maybe you can give me a little coaching this time. I'll take you on the shuttercraft. You teach me how to fill my time and to feel useful.
All right, but don't be surprised when I mention that the best way to fill time is by playing with a ball of yarn, because it's true, it really is. I'm serious.
All right.
And if love should die, then let it be a triumphant death that fills the heavens and burns into everlasting existence.
Oh no, you've come upon my early work. That's so embarrassing. I wrote that when I was still a child.
I have to be honest, I'm not a big planner at all when it comes to life and love and triumph. However, reading this, it makes me feel something, something I've never felt.
Do the words of poets and writers not usually make you feel something? I have studied the Terran writers, and there were at least a couple of very good ones.
I'm afraid not. You see, I tend to not fill my time with literature or the arts.
Because you are a man of science, on your ship, going from here to there. I could only imagine such adventures. That's why I write them down.
Yes, a man of science. And that is also why I must figure out how I was entered into this sweepstakes.
I think I may have a clue. It is many people on my planet who want the Federation in one way or another to intercede in the politics of our world.
Why?
They, at random, chose you to come here, and I expect before the day is out, an assassination attempt will be done on you, on me, and then the Federation will have to be involved.
I hope I'm not interrupting. I've come with your meal.
Thank you.
I don't know, Lieutenant. It's difficult to make out, but the thing I keep coming across is why Robert O'Reilly? Why Ensign O'Reilly? Nothing's making any sense. Do you have any insight, any ideas?
When something doesn't make sense, Herg, that's the first clue. Things should make logical sense. When something sticks out, that's the key. What is that from, Herg?
Is it something Terran? It's probably
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock, right? Okay, Sherlock
Yes.
Holmes.
Does anybody read a book on this ship?
Commander, apologies. Lieutenant and I were just trying to. We're on an assignment. We've given ourselves an assignment. I hope that that's okay.
Of course it is. What are you working on?
We're doing a little background check on Adonis 4.
I'm curious what you've discovered.
Well,
Keep me
nothing.
informed.
I'm sorry, sir. I interrupted you. What was that?
I'm just saying, keep me informed.
Well, would you care to help us?
I would love to help you. How may I be of assistance?
We're doing a little detective work, as it were, a la Sherlock Holmes. We're trying to. Well, basically, we're wondering why O'Reilly didn't know that he won a sweepstakes when he didn't enter a sweepstakes.
Yes.
Doesn't that seem overly suspicious, Commander?
Very much so.
So now it's possible for someone to win a sweepstakes, perhaps by entering their information, gets subjugated into some sort of public disbursement of domains, and your name pops up and you win a prize, and consequently you should subscribe to some service that you don't want. But we're on a Galaxy-class starship. We're in the middle of space. How did they know that we were coming to Adonis 4 to win a contest?
Yes, and that is why I came to you now, Lieutenant.
So, let me make sure I'm understanding correctly. She predicts there will be an assassination attempt by the end of the day, the next 24 hours, and she wants it to happen?
Well, you see, according to her, before the plays, before the words, the civilization here was in a complete array of chaos. There was constant fighting and bickering amongst tribes here, and her words have brought them together. But she fears that there's a growing number of dissidents who will use her words to usher in a new era of madness and chaos here.
With such an outlying planet, if Adonis were to fall into chaos, who would mourn for it? It's not part of the duration.
And this goes back to your original question. You see, she hopes that the Federation will get involved, and the Federation will have to ultimately get involved should an assassination take place.
The Federation would only become involved if you die, O'Reilly. This is an assassination attempt on your life, not hers.
We need more information, Lieutenant. We have to see this through. They're getting closer.
Ma'am Playwright. Shinarjez,
Hello, may I sit?
please. Well,
I need your help, your assistance. I do not wish to die by the end of this day, but I know I will.
I'm not so sure about that. Though we're glad to help you. I think it's actually more likely that the assassination will be directed toward Ensign O'Reilly.
Yes, this is what I explained to him as well.
O'Reilly!
He and I, dying, will ignite civil unrest and get the Federation involved.
You seem like you're enjoying this, frankly.
Well, life is humorous. I do not enjoy the end of my life approaching, but I must view everything with poetic irony.
Surely there is a way to find peace without assassination.
I think I might have an idea, Lieutenant. You see, it was the plays that united your people once before. Perhaps the greatest play of them all can unite them once again. We can stage whatever we want. An assassination, it's mere theatricality.
Commander, you're right. It's bad. They somehow blocked all communications between the away team and the ship. I can't tell Lieutenant Boots. I can't tell Ensign O'Reilly. They're lost to us.
Yeah. Boots said she was supposed to check in with me 20 minutes ago.
I understand that there was gunfire that we were picked up underneath, some sort of disruptor fire.
Our scans indicate gunfire, perhaps a small dog barking. It's chaos down there, Commander.
Oh no. I knew I should have went with. I knew it.
Herg, could you transport Frost down to the planet?
Through the subspace chatter, it's risky, Commander, but I can try.
Frost, I want you to go and get them and bring them back.
You really think that's a good idea, Commander?
I think we're left with little choice.
Commander, wait! Something has come through. I have attempted to pipe as much information from Adonis IV through our computers and subroutines as I can, and I've come across something that may help Lieutenant Klin before he heads down there. There is actually 2 civilizations down there, Adonis and Adana, and they have been at war. We only thought that it was difference in pronunciation culturally, but it's coming through now. It's a completely different civilization. Lieutenant Klin, you have your work cut out for you.
Well then, go ahead, Frost.
All right, I'll go.
Herg, there's no sense in him going.
And then I'll say, no, she's dead.
Oh, you are no actor. I do not know if this will work.
We have to try.
But why would they believe that you, a man I had just met, cared so much about my death?
Are you suggesting that we should make them believe somehow?
It usually helps with the acting process.
Okay. Well, perhaps if we just stare at each other for a while.
That seems like enough rehearsal for today. Perhaps we should take another crack at it tomorrow.
There's no time, Henfer.
Huh? No time? No time?
You heard the disruptor fire, or at least I presume if you were standing next to your precious playwright in the hallway. This world is collapsing into chaos. The attempt will happen tonight or tomorrow at best.
It will take a long time for them to get off book. They'll need to commit more to their character's motivation.
I can commit more to my character.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Right now, I feel like you're walking into some sort of advertisement and giving just some sort of half-offered speech. Do you have any passion in you? Do you have any care in you, any love? What is it that you believe in?
Yes, I have it. I have it.
Say your lines now! Say them now!
No, she's dying. She's dying. Why? Who would do this? Who would do this to such a treasure?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Commander, it's a good thing we sent Lieutenant Frostclin when we did. I have finally determined why Ensign O'Reilly was chosen above anyone on this ship, above anyone else in this quadrant. It's coming through right here. Ensign Robert O'Reilly has the potential to be the best actor of all time. Mathematically, it's here.
Of course. It makes complete sense.
Yes.
He's never read a play or any bit of poetry.
Yes.
His work would be completely naturalistic.
Pure. That's what's happening here. It's pure. In fact, there have been clues in Shinarchez's work for decades that she would be looking for someone with such a purity of heart and soul that it's difficult to describe. There's references to an Earth Marlon Brando, or Vulcan Tekrang, or Cation Rao. And these are some good actors, Commander. Very good.
Yes, believe me, I'm familiar with all their work. How can we assist them?
Well, that's the other thing, Commander. I was able to punch through the subspace chatter and static and send Lieutenant Klin. He is safely on the planet, but he's on his own. I don't know what else we can do.
You've done well, Herg. Thank you for that information. Let's see if we can transmit some of that information through subspace signals down to our team. Perhaps that'll give them a little bit of knowledge to get them through this.
I'll do what I can. Thank you, Commander.
This is Frost to the McGinley. Come in. This is Lieutenant Frost to the McGinley.
Go ahead, Frost.
Do you read me?
Go ahead, Frost.
This is Lieutenant Frost to the McGinley. Do you copy?
See if you can clean that up, Herg. He's not receiving me.
Well, if anyone can hear me, I've landed safely down on the planet. Yes, there definitely seems to be some sort of civil war going on here. You know?
Lieutenant Klin, can you hear us?
Herb?
Lieutenant
Commander,
Klin?
I don't know if we're gonna make it out of here alive. You know, to think I felt left. This is a perfect time to feeling left out. I wish I was back on the ship.
Lieutenant Klin, you have to ensure that a play happens and that Robert O'Reilly acts.
Herg, come in. Ah!
Commander, we lost him.
Herc, are you sure he received the message?
I had to move over to my station, but it looks like yes, that some of it got through, and hopefully Lieutenant Klin can ensure that a performance can occur that can change the course of this civilization.
Lieutenant, I want you to take over at Ops. I want you to get a signal on all of them. Track them as best you can. If we get an opportunity to beam them out of there, hopefully after the play, let's do that.
Good thinking, Commander. That's why they call you Lucky Jack.
Well,
I'm trying to feel it. I'm trying to really feel it and honestly feel it. It's difficult.
Why is it difficult to feel your feelings? Seems like the most natural thing in the world.
Because all my life I've been running away from my feelings. I've been running away from all the feelings. I've been neglecting the way that I feel. Just believing in nothing and trusting no one.
You have been hurt. You have experienced trauma. I as well. But perhaps you have not yet delved into that pain. You have instead shoved it away, shoved it down. It controls you more than you think.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And wouldn't you like to be set free? Whatever bit of life either one of us has left, wouldn't you love to feel free in that moment?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Now act. We go live in 3, 2, 1. Go.
That was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving so much of yourselves. Thank you for all you've done for us. Adonis and Adonis have seen the air in their ways.
Truly, Ensign O'Reilly. That was inspirational.
I can't believe it. I mean, I was up there and I was acting and I was feeling it and I was channeling it and I was saying the words, but I wasn't just saying the words, there was intention behind it and meaning. Yes. I've never felt so invigorated in my entire life.
And like so many great plays, it must be a tragedy.
No.
Yes.
It's all right. Our world will survive. Oh, Ensign O'Reilly, I am so glad I got to see your acting. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Then compare thee well, for a day such as this shall be remembered. She's dead. She is dead.
No. Ensign O'Reilly, We gotta get back to the ship. It's me, Clint. Where's Boots? Ensign.
No, there's one more act to this. There is still one more act to this play. Here. Here. Lieutenant, your Dillinger. Take it. Take it and shoot me.
Okay, I trust you.
No! No! No!
I've been shot.
No! 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 Oh!
Commander, I have them. This is remarkable. I am getting subspace communications from Adonis and Adonis at the same time. There is something miraculous happening, Commander. I'm able to pinpoint Lieutenant Boots and Ensign O'Reilly and Lieutenant Clint's subspace signal. I'm beaming them up now.
Well done, Herc. Well done.
Robert O'Reilly, he needed to be beamed to sickbay. I'm sending him there now. He was shot, Commander.
You have the bridge, Lieutenant.
Right.
Setting up the props and the costumes. I had no idea that they'd already started and everything was initiating. We need some clamps. Clint! Clamps!
I'm on it.
Why didn't you protect him?
I shot him in a non-vital place. I was just trying to trust what was going on. I was down there blind. What did you expect me to do? I was worried about you. What would you have done?
I don't know. It's not theater, it's hard to tell what the appropriate ending would be. O'Reilly! How do you feel? Do you understand me?
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry I shot you. I didn't mean to shoot you. You just told me to shoot you, so I trusted you.
O'Reilly, we can see you speaking, but we can't hear you.
Oh, no.
It's all right.
Shot him in his vocal cords.
No, I didn't. I shot him. I didn't shoot him in the vocal cords.
Must have shot him in the vocal cords.
You had to
Didn't
have shot
shoot him in the vocal cords.
It's all right. I said it's all right.
Ugh.
It's all right. We had to make them believe. Is the Federation envoy on its way?
Yes.
Good.
Riley, that was a beautiful performance. Your poetry was exquisite.
Right in the vocal cords. I'm telling you, we have to be concerned for this.
Commander, please.
It's almost as if the poetry is so much he's thinking it but can't express it. He's internalized the verse.
Yes. For on this day, there will be peace again, as love triumphs over there, and two sides can be married as one.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Improvised Generation on Screen. That was another obviously completely improvised episode in the style of The Next Generation. We're so glad that you joined us here for this afternoon or whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. We have a few people to thank whose faces you have not seen yet today. We had Rochelle Wasserman on OBS, which is sound effects, music, all of that business. And then we had Allison and Constancy on Zoom editing. She was live editing our show, as well as John Mountjoy Papka, who is our mod. We have two other things to say. One, which is if you like our show and you're maybe a longtime fan or a new fan, we, for the first time in 5 years, have merchandise. Our merchandise sales will also help us fund this show. So if you would like a t-shirt, a
Mute, Paul.
Hey, check out, you can also go to improvisedgeneration.com. You can check us out on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much.